Good evening, everyone. We're live from the Hive again. We got Syndicate Racing results, point standings. There was a showdown this weekend to talk about. Should be pretty cool. Let's see. We're going to start out with an airplane flying over my head. You know, I was going to cut the part out where I was pouring my drink in the beginning, but yeah, maybe you'll understand. Why I'm slamming these early drinks. Alright, here we go. Syndicate Races Waldo MX with SSVMX. Practice, the guys that were there on Saturday said the track was perfect. It rained that night and turned into a sloppy mess. It was awful. We had guys changing tires. I flipped mine around backwards to see if I could get any bite. It was a slippery, sloppy mess. Let's see, first thing we want to cover here is the call out. Last week's call out, we had the outlaw Gino Ferreira call out the sheriff Mark Turand, and they were going to show down and see if the outlaw ends up in jail or if the sheriff stays in hot pursuit. Well, as of right now, the outlaw is in custody. Mark Turand tumbled, wrecked his bike, got back up and ran down the outlaw and caught him in both motos. Let's see, Moto 1 they finished 7 and 8. Mark Turand over Gino Ferreira. Moto 2, 4th and 6th. And I tell you, Moto 2, the Sheriff Mark, he was nipping at the heels of the second place bike. I mean, he was right up front there the whole time. A hell of a good run, Mark Turand. On 3 bike, right here to my right, we have the On 3 bike. Hashtag On 3. If you don't know the page, go check them out. A lot of people have helped us. Thank you. Joe Reichenberger. You've been a tremendous, I don't even have words for it, man. You're extremely generous, and thank you. We thank you very much. Rob Wicks, Wicked Metal Designs, outstanding as usual, sir. Couldn't ask for a better sponsor. Mike Burrow with Brad Savage and hashtag On 3. Thank you very much for your help. Larry Thompson from the Bidding Wars page. Excuse me. If you haven't been there, check him out. Check that page out. It's pretty cool. He's chipped in and helped us with this build so far, and the bike's getting pretty close, and it's actually looking really good. Several individuals have also stepped up. Mike Wheeler, Virginia Syndicate. Elvis Jones in the Tennessee Mountains up there, man. Thank you very much. Many, many more have donated things to help us out with this bike. The support has been tremendous. So let's get into the race results. Sorry for the slow start here tonight. Waldo MX, SSVMX, open class. John Fender, first overall. Congratulations, John. Second place, Mike Kelly. Third, Lenny Lewis. Lenny went 3 and 3, very consistent. Fourth overall, open class, David Gadley. Congratulations, young man. That's what finishing the races will do. Mark Turand, 5th overall. Chad Gaffney, 6th overall. 7th would be Gino Ferreira, followed by Alan Pack, William Gadley Jr., and Jeff Corelli, the champ. Champ went down in the first moto. Like I said, that track was a sloppy mess. And when a bike would bite, you know, the when in doubt, throttle out was not the right thing to do on that particular day. And it tumbled Jeff. He went down the first moto and didn't finish either one. He's okay. Landed right on his injury, so I'm sure he'll be ready in 2 weeks when we come back at Boswick. Mike Kelly wins the 40-plus class undisputed. Intermediate class results. Brad Fender on the Star 69 comes in and sweeps it. He showed up on a fresh R and took first place in both motos. Second place, Cade Needham. Third, Chris Steiger from ATC Outlaws. Fourth, Dwayne Fender. Dwayne Fender, man. This kid, I tell you, I got out there and was slipping and sliding and my bike was falling apart and I had a bad day, but I had a lot of fun riding. At one point, I realized nobody was behind me, and the bike in front of me was a 12-year-old kid, and it kind of made me chuckle inside, and I had a good time after that. But Dwayne Fender, what an impressive young man. Get on his dad's 250R and run an intermediate class and finish 4th overall. 5th place, Craig Gingrich. 6th place, Robert Boyder. I went 6 and 6. Dale Powell followed me at 7th, and Shane Stanek at 8th. He had bike problems in the first moto and didn't finish either one. So that gets our race results for Sunday out of the way. Let's see, where were we here? Point standings. I'll go as quick as I can. Try not to be boring. Points are going to be really, really, really interesting here. I'll get this out of the way right off the bat. Mike Kelly is in command of the 40-plus class at 435. Nobody's going to come close. He almost mathematically is already the champion of the 40-plus class. SSVMX Open class, including volunteer points. One more airplane. We'll be done with this very briefly. Got our beehive here. See? Big beehive and a little beehive. Some trophies from last year. Those were really cool. The Outlaws have a bunch of those to give away at their events. Follow their page. Maybe they do some flat track racing stuff where they can have some of these trophies. Alright, where were we here? Open class, point standings. Jeff Corelli still in the lead at 443. Lenny Lewis right behind him at 424, and Mike Kelly third place 420. 23 points separating the top three riders in the open class. 2 races to go, both double points. Man, Jeff, you're going to have to get the job done, brother. Lenny Lewis, consistency and skill has shown. Mike Kelly, you've actually overcome some obstacles during this season and have proven to be an absolute Iron Man. You know, first thing I said was Mike Kelly's in command of the 40-plus class. Let me just give you, let's go 10 seconds here on Mike Kelly. Mike Kelly, 435 points in the 40-plus class. Jeff Corelli, 443 points in the open class. That's the leader of the open class. Mike has 435 points in one class and 420 points in another class. That's 4 gates every time we race, and first place a lot. Outstanding, absolute Iron Man, Mike Kelly on the number 2 250R. Let's see. 4th place open class, Gino Ferreira 332, Mark Turan 5th 278, Randy Sawyer behind him 232. Missed Randy this weekend. Intermediate class points race. Caden Needham leading at 409. I'm following him by 21 points at 388. Shane's behind me at 337. Craig 325. 5th place Dale Powell 204. And 6th place Brad Fender at 138. I included 6th place on this one because mathematically if he comes back and sweeps it on the next 2 races like he did Sunday, it's going to change things up quite a bit here. It's going to be interesting in both classes how things end up turning out. So 2 more to go. There's the standings. Both our final races are double points, and we've got, you know, 1, 2, 3 in 2 different classes is anybody's race. One mistake changes everything. One good day changes everything. One bad day changes everything. Wouldn't hope to end the season any better than what I'm looking at right here. In closing, we want to talk about Syndicate merchandise. Check us out, man. One last airplane. We're going to do some more of these Syndicate mugs. They'll be available online. They're very expensive to ship, though. That was the problem I had the first time I made them. Anyway, Syndicate merchandise. We got decals, we got t-shirts. I'm going to be posting some stuff online. Keep your eyes open. We got a really cool Thor jersey here. Very busy. Black and white digital design. In purple it says Thor right there. This is a size large, new with tags. Donated to the club. We want to have a little bitter war with that tonight probably. And raise some money for the Unadilla Fund. The Unadilla New York trip is coming up. ATC Syndicate is going to send a crew from Florida. We're going to send our heavy hitters up there to race the Unadilla exhibition race. See if we can't come up there and make a statement up north in Unadilla, New York this year. So we're raising money for that. Any help is appreciated. Check out Syndicate Life Magazine. Check out Rap Savage. ATC Bidding Wars page. Check it out and watch for the post on the bidding war for the jersey, for the Unadilla trip shortly. Thanks for listening to me tonight. That's about all I got. One more story. I'll tell you another one real quick here. You know, Jeff goes down, the sheriff flips and gets back up and catches Gino. Another thing that happened in the intermediate class is in the first moto, Dale Powell tries he goes up and smoke. Classic Yamaha fashion. I know the drill all too well. Well, anyway, he wants to at least try to finish the second moto. So he rigs up the bike. Alan Pack and myself are both helping him, and we try to figure out how we can get the bike where it can at least limp for 2 laps so he can score for last place points in the second moto. And we rig up the bike, and he gets out there, and he keeps it under wraps, and he actually gets his laps in for his points in Moto 2. Congratulations, man. It takes a lot of patience to bite the bullet. We had to go way outside the box to figure out how to get that bike to do that. Pretty cool story. That's it, guys. Live from the Hive. See you next time. You know what the joke has been also? Do I wear pants? Am I wearing pants or not? Well, I tell you, I wear shorts with my impeccable button-down collar shirt and double Windsor knot necktie. I have my surf shorts on and my flip-flops on. So I can take this off and go straight to the beach. That's it for the night, guys. Thanks a lot.